firefighters are still out here. I want to step out and you can see the building's still burning. There's some small flames and a lot of smoke. Police here are amping up patrols and they're bringing in extra help. They say they don't want to see the migrant workers targeted anymore. Right now the details are pretty sketchy, but I want you to take a look here behind me. Police are on the scene. Right now they're trying to determine a way to move the body here to the coroner's office. And the cameras aren't just in the dorms. If you take a step outside, you might not realize that you're actually still on camera. I need to take a look at this plane here. We're out here in the middle of the cornfield. They want to clear these huge mounds of ice and snow so you can get from your car to the sidewalk, and I'm having some trouble here myself. Normally this street is pretty well lit, but once we turn our camera light off, you can't see 2 feet in front of you. Good evening, I'm Ashley Sears. Dave and Jennifer have the night off. 2 hotels are robbed in 2 days. One earlier today in Champaign on Market View Drive and another last night in Urbana on Lincoln Avenue. WCIA 3's Nicole Semery has tonight's top story live from the Quality Inn in Champaign. So, Nicole, can you tell us, are these 2 related? A bomb scare sends a group of Danville employees home for the day. Police were called to the Genpact plant this morning after it received a bomb threat. Everyone was evacuated from the building. Police spent the afternoon searching the area but didn't find anything. They're still investigating. Decatur classmates are upset about a tree that was cut down at Eisenhower High School. To them, it wasn't just any tree. It was a memorial to their friend Debbie White. The National Middle School Social Studies Teacher of the Year can be found right here in Central Illinois. It's tonight's good news. Well, it's Friday, which means we have a hot tune of the week, not the one I just sang though. Tim Sinclair is here from WBGL and he's introducing us to the Sidewalk Prophets. Stay with us. If you can't tell by the hair right now, I was in the rain, it was a little gross. It's dangerous. I'm gonna start dancing on the table here.
Exactly. You will want to get a wide shot of that. Close shot on Derek, wide shot over here.
Good, I'm gonna finish this one.
So there's a lot of innovation that's taken.
Jennifer, this thing was so big that firefighters are still out here. I want to step out and you can see the building's still burning. There's some small flames and a lot of smoke. Now this is a fire that pretty much stopped everything in town tonight. It's a fire that could be seen for miles.
Flames were coming out of the back of the building.
You could just see the smoke, and it was really thick and everything, couldn't go nowhere.
As the vacant building burned, dozens watched in awe.
As it went on and the flames got worse.
There was a lot of smoke. I mean, there was a lot of smoke coming out.
Shortly after it started, part of it came crashing to the street. Seconds later, another portion tumbled down.
Everybody was just trying to get back.
Half the buildings are gone.
Power lines sizzled in the heat, and about 15 fire departments tried to quench the roaring blaze.
We continue to call for more manpower. Train for this all the time, just in case.
And as the flames died down, people got their first look of what's left.
It's something you hope never happens, but anything can.
Now you can see the fire crews are just now pouring more water onto the building. Now, luckily, no one was hurt tonight. About 3 firefighters were treated for heat exhaustion on the scene. No one was hospitalized, and about 20 people were evacuated from nearby buildings. Police here are amping up patrols, and they're bringing in extra help. They say they don't want to see the migrant workers targeted anymore.
It's kind of scary because they got guns. Guns
that have left their marks at this Urbana apartment complex. Bullet holes are a reminder to the dozens of migrant workers living here. Violence is a constant.
We don't want to fight nobody. We just want to do our job.
Fidencio Salinas says it all started after criminals noticed them in the area.
Everything was cool. Everything was pretty good till we started to go to the store. And
thieves are preying on the workers as they walk from the store back home.
They think that we got a lot of money, but we don't.
In just 1 week, a handful of violent crimes. This surveillance video shows one man being followed, then shot at. Kids playing nearby hear the guns and run. Just days before that, a mugging.
You get scared because I got some 26 families here, and they got kids, you know, and it's hard.
Urbana police noticed the trend and stepped in to stop it.
It certainly wasn't a very warm welcome to a group of hardworking people.
They've increased patrols and brought in translators.
The families were really afraid of the situation.
They encouraged the workers to report the crimes and let them know the violence would not be tolerated.
We're going to be putting police officers in the area, much more visible police presence, and we want them to feel welcome and comfortable in our community.
It's something the migrant workers hope makes a difference.
We want to go back to Texas as we came here. We want to go back the same way.
Now the police, migrant workers, and translator are continuing the conversation. They all met tonight to discuss changes and whether they're working.
We're all really thankful.
Thankful when the sun goes down, the game will go on at Franklin Field.
It's going to be exhilarating. I can't wait to do it.
Senior Cameron Fitzgerald has been playing here for years. He says not having lights brings down team morale.
Not a lot of fans. Nobody really pays attention because there's not too much time and the game's in very short.
An effort to get the lights started from the ground up.
Long time coming.
But obstacles just kept getting in the way.
One roadblock after another.
They had no electrician and no money. A massive fundraising effort and more than 50 volunteers helped them reach their goal.
To have some of your kids around to witness the degree of cooperation and success by these kids is probably one of the best AP classes they could ever hope to take.
They say the volunteer work is shining a light on determination, teaching the players a true meaning of a team.
It makes me feel joyful that we get all this effort and stuff to come out and just help out, and so we can have our own lights to play.
10 minutes into my shower, I turned towards the faucet, and from the corner I could see a black phone.
What happened to this U of I student is enough to make your skin crawl.
As soon as I made eye contact with the lens and moved to grab it, I saw a white hand take the phone and then quietly just exit the shower.
The U of I freshman didn't want her identity revealed for fear of retaliation. She was the first victim of the Hopkins Hall peeping Tom.
When I think about it, it kind of just gets me, but I just think it's so crazy that someone would actually do that.
She was surprised when it happened to her last week on the 3rd floor, but even more surprised when it happened to someone else on the 4th.
I was like, is this a joke? I can't believe it actually happened to someone.
Absolutely, it's shocking.
Jack Collins is the housing director. He's making sure students feel safe. The university is considering locking bathroom doors and installing cameras at dorm entrances.
We are taking this very serious.
This student is grateful and hopes that sharing her story will open some eyes.
I'm not even embarrassed about it. I just want people to know that it's happening and that could happen.